Niecy, before you run to divorce court, you gotta listen to this message. It may save your marriage. Let's get started. Welcome, sun and sunsets. My name is Cynthia Mee, and I am a meta-numerologist. Also, I'm the author of Numbers, Angels, and God, and Silent Mighty Minder, a book I co-wrote with my son. Now let's get started. Okay, so Niecy Nash, born on February 23rd, 1970. Her born gift is 2 plus 3, which is born on 23rd, which is a 5, and her life path is a 15-6. So that already lets me know that Niecy Nash has this huge heart, right? And then having the 5 energy and the 6 energy, which is totally opposite. The 5 energy is saying that I like, freedom. I like to meet different people. I like to be the center of attention. I like to be a drama queen at times. And then the 5 and then I want to do what I want to do. I want to and then the 6 and the 15-6 energy is all about doing for others, being a service to others, giving that good advice to people even when they don't ask for that advice. And that's one thing about Niecy. But being the 5 energy and the 6 energy as her born gift and her life path, she is probably one of the ones who always have something to say to people, give them some good information, or people just gravitate to her and say, you know what, I know you got the best advice about this. I know you got the best advice about that, and I know you're going to give it to me straight. And so that's what she probably does for people, and they gravitate to her because they believe that she always have their best intentions and always know, look at him, always know the best things to say. And so the reason why I want just to give a brief information about her life path and her born gift, because this is really truly not just focus on her. This is about her and Jay and why they should kind of wait a while, maybe go to divorce court before not divorce court, maybe go to counseling before they run off to divorce court. Okay, so I did a little bit of homework on the both of them, and I believe that I had to go back to many years of her Instagram to find out his date of birth, and I believe his date of birth is July the 9th. Now, one thing about it, everywhere I looked, I could not find a year. Okay, my son is moving from one room to the other room, so you're going to see him moving back and forth, but I could not find the year, so I'm not sure how old he is or what his year, his life path is. All I know is that he is born on the 9th, which lets me know that he does a lot for other people. He does more for other people than he does for himself. And he probably have a problem with letting things go, hold on to arguments, and bring them up all the time, and not kind of letting things go and saying it and then just releasing it. And so a 5, just comparing these two numbers together, a 5 and a 9 is a good combination because they both are odd numbers. So that right there is a good combination. Now, somewhere said that they were the same age. Both of them were born in 1970. And if that is true, someone please, correct me if it's not true. But if it's true and both of them are 49 years old, then that would make his life path a 24-6, which means both of them will be 6. One will have a born gift of 9 and the other will have a born gift of 5, which makes them 95% compatible. And that's why I say wait, pause before you run to divorce court. Understand where you are in this lifetime. Because if those two met in 2010 and got married in 2011, then that lets me know already that they met in the personal year 1, just like they are right now. Right now, Niecy is in a personal year. Her personal year is a 10-1 and his personal year is a 19-1. And I know that for sure because of the day that they were born on and the month. So they both are in their personal year one. So with both of them being in this year one, that means that both of them are in this transformation time frame. Transformation time. They have just started to plant seeds for the next 9 years. And in a relationship, it is very difficult for relationships when one person is in the year one, because the other person doesn't understand why is it that it's like all about them. They've been very selfish. They just out there, and they're not spending a lot of time together. Where both of them are in their year one, and when they met, they were both in their year one. So and when you're in your year one, it also is a good time to meet your soulmate. So when they met each other, being 95% compatible, if he was born in 1970, it just all fell into place and was just beautiful. I believe that because both of them are in their year one, then they both are not spending time with each other. They're pulled away from each other. He's doing his own thing, because remember, even though she's this big celebrity, he's transforming as well. He is releasing, letting go of the old, and transforming to this new growth of this new life for the next 9 years. In your year one, you're planting seeds for the next 9 years. So when you're in your year one, it's like everything that you've been waiting to do, wanting to do, then the energy is pushing you, the universe is pushing you to, now it's time to be this risk taker and get out there and do this. And with all that she has going on, with all the nominations she had this past year, with the shows coming out, the movies, she probably wanted him right there by her side. But he was in his personal year one as well. So he was off doing his own thing and needed to be doing his own thing and wanted to be selfish and saying, look, it's not all about you right now. I got some things I got to do as well. And so when you're in your year one, sometimes the other spouse, as a partner, right? When you're in a relationship, the partner could start getting a little resentment because they feel like you're not spending enough time with me. You're so focused on yourself. You're so focused on what you have going on. And, it's like you're totally ignoring me. Well, right now, they both probably feel the tension of not being close, not being connected in this year. Because, again, they both are planting seeds. Even though they're a married couple, they both are planting seeds for their own path for the next 9 years. Okay, so that is very important for you to understand, Niecy. If you're watching this, hopefully you are, that you don't get mad at him if he's not there, or don't get mad at him if he's saying certain things to you. As a 5, we do take on kind of shut down mode when we don't like what someone is saying to us, right? Whether it's a spouse or someone we are a friend. And as a 5 energy, especially as a 6 energy, Niecy, and if he's a 6 as well, I'm hoping that he was born 1970, because all this I did was based on him. Well, not all of it. It was personal years, not your year you were born. It has to do with the day you were born and the month. But by her being a 15-6, it lets me know that she is all about family. And if he's a 24-6, he's all about his family. I know he had a son, and I'm not sure if he has any other kids, but he's all about his family as well. And so I'm hoping that it is not a situation where they cannot have this this family, maybe he's saying something to her about her kids, or maybe she's saying something about his kids, and that's where the dynamics is coming, the tension is coming in, and then they're not spending time. It's just a lot of tension. And this is all based on numbers, okay, guys? So I don't know if this is the situation. I do not believe this has anything to do with Claus, because he knew what he was getting into when he met her. And being this very handsome person that he is, I think he's very secure in himself, being a 9 energy. Now, being that 9 energy, born on the 9th, I hope that Niecy is cultivating his ego, so to speak, tell him that he's doing a good job, and he's, the head of this household, and not kind of trying to run things, because as a 15-6, they have a tendency to want to take over. And if both of them are 15-6, then neither one of them are listening to each other, but they need to get in, move away from the camera and just take time. Because one thing about it, they got married in their 2 year, and Niecy does not have personal year 2s. She has spiritual year 11s, master year 11s. And so with that being said, next year, when she in 2020, both of them, he will be in a 2 year and they are right there together, and she will be in a master 11 year. So sometimes really good things can go on in your master 11 years, and then sometimes it could be a spiritual awakening. It could be a spiritual sort of like sometimes it could be even a crisis. But whatever it is, it's a profound spiritual lesson that happens in a master 11 year. And she is having a master 11 year next year. And I think that there will be a prime time for you guys to be together, be able to cultivate your relationship. This year's, is done, okay? So we're leaving all of this tension of being selfish and new beginnings and all about self. We're leaving it in the 2019, and now you're about to embark on 2020, where both of you guys will be in a personal year 2. However, you will be in the personal year 11, Niecy, and Jay will be in the personal year 20/2, which means that this is about cultivating relationships. This is about a one-on-one partnership. This is about patience, all about love. And you guys got married in 2011, which you were also in your your master 11 year that year as well. So it's ironic that now all of a sudden you guys are going to get divorced when you need each other the most. So I believe that once you get out of this year and all this excitement of this new transition and this new beginning, I believe that you guys are truly going to come together in 2020 and talk. And I believe that you're going to cultivate this relationship, give more time that was needed, that you did not give each other in year 1 in 2020 and 2019, that you're going to make up in 2020 and give more time to each other, find this love that you once had, and come back together, and the divorce court will be null and void. I don't believe you guys are going to get divorced. I believe that you just need to jump over this hurdle of 2019, of this personal year 1 it's been all about self, been all about being selfish, coming out with being new, planting seeds. And I believe that next year you will come back and be happy all over again and find that love and in love all over again. It's about year 2. This is about really truly cultivating one-on-one, okay? So again, this is a very short video, but I just want to say, Niecy, this is a very hard time when you're in your personal year 1 for relationships, because the partner sometimes does not understand that it's all about you, and you're going to be moving and moving and shaking, and that it is moving fast, because guess what, I'm planting my seeds, and so he was planting his seeds as well, because he was in his personal year 1 as well. And so I believe that that's what maybe he wanted a little more of your time, and time was not of essence at that time. You guys just did not have that time to spend together, and that's what, and his needs was not being met. Your needs was not being met. When you needed him to come to the set for you, when you needed him to be there, he was transforming as well. And so that's what I want you to understand, is that when you're in your year 1, and it just so happened normally as a couple, people are in separate years, but you guys are in sync there. Sometimes they can't even achieve where the level of the bar where they're trying to get to, and so it makes it very hard, and I'm sure very grouchy and very and very focused. So she's very focused, even being the 5 energy, which sometimes the 5 is just kind of take you off your focus, but she's also very emotional and very sensitive, and that's a part of being the 23/5. I don't want to confuse you a little bit, but just understanding that I'm sure that Niecy Nash works very hard, and she's very focused, and by her working very hard and very focused, sometimes it takes she forgets that she needs to when you are 15, 6, when you working very hard, just think about, you know, somebody like she's an actress, right? So she's studying her lines. She's doing everything that she can to stay on top of what she should be, so she can get these roles, so she can get these awards in case she does a wonderful job. And so when she is very focused, and then again being in your year 1, like I said before, it may have taken all of the action out of the marriage, all of the love, all of the ecstasy out of the marriage, and put a very strain on the marriage. But I do believe if you guys just get past this year and get to your year 2, when it's all about relationships, all about even in a relationship with yourself and with your partner, I believe that you guys will, because things will slow down. It's going to slow down for both of them, for her and for him. Whatever they have going on that they have created for this year will continue to go on. However, things will slow down. They always do when you're in your year 2. They slow down, and then this will be the time where they can get back to each other. They can find this love again. They can find this intimacy again, and they can, you know, get rid of this divorcing. Because I mean, think about it, Niecy. He's a nice looking guy, and you are a beautiful woman, and you know, you guys just make a beautiful couple, right? A loving couple. And it's okay to be selfish. It's okay to have one of these rocky years, but just don't always have to run to divorce court, okay? Find out the reason why it's kind of rocky. Find out the reason why you're feeling like you're feeling. And then if you have come to the conclusion that this is best, because I know you guys are friends, you think that being friends is better than, but when you say being friends, when we look at your pictures, when we watch your videos from the past, okay, you cannot go and be friends from all of that. It was just too much love and intimacy in this relationship. And I know that you guys can get back to it once you get past this year 1, this selfish year 1. And then he will be all about you, Niecy, because that's what, as a 5 energy, we want to be spoiled. We want it to be all about us. But she's a 6 energy, which I know that she's also caring and doing for other people. And then he's probably saying, well, hey, what about me? You forgot about me. It's not all of, you know. And so, and then she's probably saying, well, you ain't came to see me. You didn't come to see me, so I'm not. So it's probably a whole lot of that going on. But again, Niecy, think about it. Just wait, just get out of this year, put a pause on this divorce, and jump into your year. And you don't know what's ahead. All I know is that you will be going into a Master 11 year, and sometimes that can be a not sometimes, but it is a spiritual lesson to learn in your Master 11 year. So you don't have regular 2 personal years. Okay, Niecy, you have Master 11 years, and it happens every 9 years. So think about, even though you guys got married in 2011, but think about what was the spiritual lesson that you had to learn that year. Because it's also, if the lesson was not learned and it was ignored, it will appear again in 2020 for you. He will be in his year 2. It's a very sensitive year, guys, okay? It's a very sensitive year for both of you. So you will want somebody to be there in that sensitive moment, because everything is going to kind of kick you off balance. Your sensitive gene is going, energy is going to heighten in 2020, because you will be in your personal year 11, Niecy, and he will be in his personal year 2. So I can assure you there will be a lot of crying going on. There will definitely be a lot of let's talk it out, because in a sensitive year, you want to be able just to kind of talk out your feelings. Also in an emotional year 3, communication year, but in a year 2, it's about let's talk about where we are, where we want to go. Let's get it out. Let's make sure that we know what we want to do before we actually do it. So I believe that next year we'll be able to put a stamp on this whole relationship and kind of get back to where they were, being happy and being in love instead of this whole friends, more better friends than being in a relationship. And that's what I believe. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you want to know any information about your partner and if your love compatibility, all you have to do is go to my website, which will be in the link below, www.defininglifepath.com, defininglifepath.com. If you want to know what year you're going into, also go to defininglifepath.com and click on the link for personal year messages, and I will schedule a meeting with you. Okay, thank you for watching. Again, my name is Cynthia and I am a meta numerologist, and I am here for you. Love, live, forgive. Bye for now.